Martin serves ring. Right side, no. Reinhardt brings it down. On to a fifth we go. A 4-0 scoring run for Creighton. 7-0 all-time are the Jays against Marquette in the fifth. What does this next chapter hold? Find out next. Here comes his 107th pitch. Swing and a miss! Jackson Brockett, write your name in the record books. Nebraska's first individual no-hitter since 1954. Husker lead is 25. Deep three from Stewart is good. From way downtown, Stewart gives Nebraska its largest lead of the game. It's a 6-0 run. NCAA Volleyball is live from DJ Sokol Arena for a Big East matchup with the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Creighton Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. My name is Grant Hansen alongside my broadcast partner, Kathy Wieskamp. We're so glad that you came along to join us tonight here in DJ Sokol Arena. It's sold out. It's striped out. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And there are two great pin hitters on display here tonight as well. We'll begin with the Marquette Golden Eagles, Natalie Ring. She's got over a third of the team's kills.
She's an incredible powerhouse.
The call overturned. Point Creighton, 9-5. The lead for the Creighton Blue Jays. And in a fifth set, a 4-point lead as opposed to a 2-point lead feels like a canyon of a gap. 3-0 run for Creighton. Houseman, long and out.
He just gave it back. This is a critical point, but just being aggressive. You got to be aggressive with that serve.
Serving sub for the Golden Eagles, Ella Holmstrom. Didn't play in the first matchup against Creighton or earlier this week against DePaul. The line drive serve. It's an overpass, and it is a kill for Isabella Haggard. And how impressive has this freshman setter been tonight? That's her fourth kill, 41 assists, 12 digs, and an ace.
Just this tough serve led to that, but I just like the aggressiveness of Haggard. She is not afraid and will go up and swing at the ball.
Mater. Back pin for Johnson.
What a shot there by Jaya Johnson. Driving that ball down the line. Block's not there. And too much to handle. Wow.
Now Damrow. She serves. Near ace. Full shot. Sent over by Emma Parks on the left side. There's a swing for Hayes. Back row, and that's off the block, and out. A kill. Add another to the list for Natalie Ring.
Here she is. And a triple block. Again, Creighton tried to make an adjustment. She still finds a way.
Back row, tip shot. What a dig from Studer flying in. And off the block and out. Point to Marquette. All of a sudden, the lead is one. Low line drive serve. Mater left side. And the rip from Abby Hayes.
Abby Hayes just keeps doing what she's done all night. She's got that line shot. She had a gap between the pin and the blocker and recognized it and delivered.
Creighton leads 11-9 for 1 run for Marquette left side, and that's down. A kill for Radif.
Radif keeps working hard, trying to get the Golden Eagles to that 15 mark first.
Reisinger with the pass. Left side. Martin! Why not? 29.
Absolutely. She's on her way. Mark my words. She just plays big in big games. Here the blockers are there, but she's just so physical and knocks it through the arms.
Reisinger serves Studer left side, back to ring, and it's stopped. 13-10 Jays.
This is what they call monster block here. Great job there by Mater. Set up his key and a big blocker like ring across the net. That feels pretty awesome.
Ava Martin mentioned it ago, 29 kills. That moves her into sole possession of 5th place for program history kills in a 5-set match at Creighton. A 3-point lead for the Jays. This close to finishing it off, but Marquette has fought back several times tonight. We've seen it in the big picture from set 1 to set 2 and 3. Now down 3 here in the 5th.
Absolutely. This isn't over until somebody hits 15 or is up by 2. Both teams fighting with their life for this. Again, a lot at stake, and they know it. And at this point in the season, you've got to be, every point, every match is critical.
Where do you go out of the timeout if you're Marquette?
Right there. You've got to go to ring. I mean, she's been delivering for them, and she's tough to stop. Yes, she just got blocked. I'm going right back to her. She is also competitive enough that she's going to find a way.
That was a slow pitch softball for me, I think.
Thank you.
3-point game in set 5. Reisinger to serve. DJ Sokol on its feet. Braniff dug for Martin. Off ring. And out! A 30-burger for Ava Martin. And for number 12, Creighton, it's match point. And challenge there for Marquette.
So Marquette had used up their challenges, but they have a bonus 1 here in the 5th set.
And use it or lose it, really.
And now's the time to use it. If you can change that to 11-13, that would feel pretty good.
Close. But this review trending quicker than others, and the call remains out and is confirmed. 14-10. Creighton on a 3-0 scoring run. Match point for the Jays. And an ace ends it. Creighton wins a 5-set thriller. An instant classic. 12-0 in Big East play. 19-5 overall. Well, these two teams have played the most sets of any teams in the MLV, entering the end of the week. And Omaha with 37 coming in, and Orlando with 36. Why not go 5? The first meeting went 5. Orlando went 5 on Friday night with Atlanta. Here comes Reagan Cooper serving for Omaha to begin the 5th set. Pukas to the middle, Bree Kelly, and it's off the shoulders of Londa and down. And Orlando sides out to begin the 5th, 1-0.
Yeah, first to score, and right away they go right back to the middle, trying to establish that middle blocker position to create some space for their pins.
Londa, Hilly, Reinhardt, Cooper, Holder, and Nunneveller awaiting the serve from Bree Kelly. It's at Cooper. Good pass. Hilly, left pin for Nunneveller. Throws it off hands. Pukas got it up in the air. Second touch from Bree Kelly. Free ball to Omaha. Holder receives it. Hilly to the left pin. Nunneveller a second time, and that one's the charm. Off the hands of Van de Weyde. 1-1.
Yeah, tight ball there. Nunneveller doesn't have a lot to do or a lot of room to work with, but the nice part is that she's tight and she only has one blocker, so the ability to take and get that ball off that outside arm, great job by Nunneveller.
Kiara Reinhardt will serve for the Supernovas as Omaha begins working right to left in the fifth. Reinhardt got it in, serves at Courtney Schwann. Back to the right side, Vandeweide through the block, dug by Hilly. Reinhardt has to set. To the right pin for Londot, off hands, it's dug by Schwann. Here are the Valkyries once more. Pukas to the left side for Looper, cross court, dug by Reinhardt. Cooper tracks it down, out of system for Nunneveller, tight to the net, throws it off the block, and out, 2-1. And I tell you what, Renee, it's been a struggle today for Brooke, but as the lights have become brighter in the late stages of this match, she's come alive once again.
And it all started in set 4 with her defense. Her defense has now turned it into offense for her, and they're just putting the ball up tight for her and letting her work with it.
2-1 Omaha here in the fifth set. Reinhardt serves Schwann, not a good pass. Pusic bumps that left pin. Here comes Looper, cross-court shot, dug by Reinhardt again. Hilly to the back row for Reagan Cooper, and that's off the dig and into the stands. 3-1 Omaha here in the fifth set.
Reinhardt showing off her defensive prowess right now. Big dig on the cross-court shot by Charity Looper, and then the kill by Cooper out of bounds.
22 for Reagan Cooper. Here comes Reinhardt. Short serve for Reinhardt this time. Better pass. Pukas back set to Vandeweide, and it's blocked. Kept up in the air. Kaz Brown left side. Looper one-on-one. Londot got a block touch. Reinhardt flies in for another dig. Hilly left side. Nunneveller at the 10-foot line. Dug by Schwann. Pukas left pin. Here's Looper off the top of the block. Dug by Reinhardt. 4 digs during the service run for Reinhardt. Left side for Nunneveller. Cut shot. Count it. 4-1 Omaha.
Kiara.
And Fuego.
Kiara is just digging and digging and digging. What a kid. That's awesome.
Holy cow. Timeout taken by Orlando. We'll pause for 10 seconds for station ID here on the Supernovas Radio Network. Omaha leading 4-1 in the fifth set. 4-1 Omaha, and the heroics of Kiara Reinhardt here in the fifth set have helped the Supernovas to this 3-point lead. Renee Saunders.
We like to call it tall girl defense in our gym. We love it when our middles get digs. It's energizing for the whole team.
6 digs, 7 kills for Kiara here in this 5-set match. Her counterpart, Toyosi Onabanjo, has 9 kills, a block, and a dig of her own. Count an ace in there and an assist too, so she's stuffing the stat sheet. Reinhardt set to serve. Omaha up 4-1 in the fifth set. Here's the serve for Kiara. It's at Pusic. Now to the left side, Looper, dug, Reinhardt, another. Hilly to the left pin for Nunneveller off the top of the block, and we have whistles and a net violation. 5-1 Omaha. Kiara Reinhardt, they just can't get her out of left back.
She is going to be setting her career digs tonight, I believe. This is a great, not only great service run, but a great defensive run by her as well.
5-1 Omaha here in the fifth set. Reinhardt with the serve. Serves Courtney Schwann in system for Pukas to the middle. Kaz Brown, the timing's off, and the ball's in the net. 6-1 Omaha.
Yeah, another underset there by Pukas goes up and kind of like short arms it. Kaz Brown needs a lot higher ball than that.
Charity Looper coming off the floor now for Hannah Maddox, who has just taken off the floor to begin the set for Courtney Schwann. Maddox has been a serving target for Omaha. 16 kills, 12 digs. She's played really well on the offensive side. Well, Reinhardt go at her here. 6-1 Omaha. The serves at Courtney Schwann. In system, Pukas jack it back. Right side, and it's blocked! Lindsay Vandeweide rejected by Brooke Nunneveller. Live hydration. Rockbrook block. Omaha with their 11th block. It's a 7-1 lead for the Supernovas in the fifth. Timeout Orlando, their second.
Yeah, defense, service pressure. Kiara Reinhardt has provided the spark that this team needed in this fifth set.
Well, Omaha now hitting .299. Supernovas have pulled the attack percentage for Orlando down to 191.
Yeah, and in set 5, they're hitting negative 100, and we're hitting 500. But really, it's been the digs and the blocks. Huge block there by Brooke Nunneveller. 6 digs, 5 of them by Kiara Reinhardt in this set alone.
Just incredible stuff
It's
from
fun.
Kiara. How
This
tough is
fun.
it that to do that and left back at 6'3"?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. How often do middles practice digging? So for her to come in and just absolutely dig these hard hits by Charity Looper, and now Hannah Maddox, it's incredible. What she's doing is pretty fun to watch.
So Reinhardt has Omaha in the midst of a 7-0 run. It's 7-1 Supernovas. Kiara has held serve for the last 6. Ball in the air from Reinhardt. Here's the serve. Reinhardt got it over. Good serve. Maddox passed it down to the right side. Vandewide, a tip shot. Reinhardt's there for the dig. Bumps that left side. Nunneveller. It's through the block and down. What a combination. 1-3. You start with the dig from Kiara Reinhardt. And the kill from Brooke Nunneveller on the left pin. 8-1 Supernovas. Media timeout on the floor in the 5th set. Plenty of work left to do for Omaha. But we'll take a break on the Supernovas Radio Network. So here's Silva. Silva, setup man in many ways for Nebraska. In a bit of a slump. He is 1 for his last 6, but is often in a sacrifice situation. We'll see if he attempts to lay a bunt down here. Or in on the grass on the third base side. The bunt comes up the first base line. Silva, well-executed play there defensively for Maryland, is out. Hakopian came up to pick it, and Honar there to cover the bag. So Silva's sacrifice puts Brumbaugh in scoring position, and that brings up Ben Columbus, the hottest bat in Nebraska's lineup. Columbus, in his last 6 games, is hitting .545, 11 runs batted in. He has homered in back-to-back games and has 4 home runs in his last 6 contests. Prior to this season, he had not homered for Nebraska. And in fact, prior to the last 2 weeks, he had not gone long in his Nebraska career. Takes a first pitch strike here, 0-1. McManus just 7 pitches in to his outing here. That one up and out. 1 ball, 1 strike on Columbus. Columbus, a British Columbia native. Mostly a catcher prior to the last couple of weeks, but he's been playing a good amount of first base, and he sends a sharp grounder over to Keister at short. He throws to first, and now 2 outs for Nebraska and a runner on third for the designated hitter, Tyler Stone.
Yeah, 2 productive outs there to get Brumbaugh over to third. Like you said, with 2 outs, it's up to the lefty Stone.
Stone, for the series, didn't play on Friday. 0 for 1 Saturday in a pinch hit appearance. He is 1 for 2 on the week in said pinch hitting appearances. Regular everyday bat in Nebraska's lineup. Takes a strike here, but dealing with a hamstring injury that he sustained in Nebraska's midweek game against Kansas about a week and a half ago. Behind here, 0-1. Now count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Leadoff walk to Brumbaugh. Sacrifice bunt of Silva and a ground out that moved Brumbaugh over to third from Ben Columbus. 1-2 now after the foul tip. Stone on the year, .304 batting average, .418 with runners on base, .333 with 2 outs. McManus a pitch away from hanging a 0 in the first. Here comes a 1-2. Fouled off, we'll do it again.
Maryland really has Stone shifted over to the right side. Just 3 infielders to the right of the bag. Just the third baseman Orr on the left side of the field.
McManus looking in. Now the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 97 on the gun. Weather-wise, this is the best day of the weekend for this series. Cloudy and cold on Friday, a little bit of sun on Saturday, but not much warmer. It's 54 today, little to no wind, although it is picking up a little bit now towards right. Fouled off by Stone. He'll extend the at-bat to another pitch. opposing batters against McManus this year, batting .267 with runners on base, .190 with 2 outs on the board. Here comes the 2-2. Ball 3. Count now full on Stone. Josh Karen waits on deck for Nebraska. Should Stone reach? Now the payoff pitch. This one laced to right. It's on its way out of here, and it is gone. A 2-run blast for Tyler Stone. And for the first time in the series, Nebraska strikes first. Usage rate has to be fairly high for Battle. She's been handling it a lot so far today, and again, the ball is stuck for most of this one too. Higher 3, that's the first of the game for Minnesota, and you wondered if her streak of 24 consecutive games with a 3-point bucket was going to be in jeopardy. Well, no longer. That streak stretches to 25 there. Moriarty with Shelley and Stewart set to check back in. Deep 3 from Hake to try to answer. Misses off the opposite window, wide right. Potts on offensive board, and she's hacked. Potts just right place, right time there. And a really strong shot at a 3-point play, too.
Potts with 10 points, 7 rebounds today. It's kind of been the usual for her, just picking her spots, very efficient from the field early in the season. She was leading the entire Big Ten Conference in field goal percentage as a freshman. It's just been such an impressive year for her, and I think at this point she might be the favorite for Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
Back-to-back free throws there for Potts. She's up to 12 points. So far this year, she leads the conference, 6 Big Ten Freshman of the Week awards. Nobody else has more than 3. Last awarded that honor on February 12th, 12 days ago.
And to think about the last time the Huskers had a Big Ten Freshman of the Year, it was Alexis Markowski, and we know what type of career she has had in Lincoln. It's been historic, and if Natalie Potts can kind of follow in those footsteps, it would be just another terrific addition for Coach Amy Williams and this Husker staff.
Inbound to Holloway. Battle, directing traffic. 8 on the shot clock. Battle feeds it to Heyer. Fadeaway 2, got it. And that's been the bright spot today. Mallory Heyer, who again led the team in the first game with 16 points. She's doing it again today now with 15.
She's really been the only efficient offensive player so far today for Minnesota.
Yeah, Shelley catch and shoot 3, rattles home. And she gives the point to Hake for the assist.
Shelley, that was her 4th 3 of the ball game.
And she now leads Nebraska in scoring with 16 points. Whistles away from the ball, and we got a foul. See who gets rung up with that one for Nebraska.
Looks like they might be subbing Jazz Shelley out for the final time here in Lincoln.
And as a result, she gets a standing O for the Nebraska fans here this afternoon. Inbound to Battle on the right block. Again, another strong attempt there off 2 feet, but she can't get it to go. She's on the right side, dumps it off. Another fadeaway from Heyer, this time the iron unkind. Husker lead is 25. Deep 3 from Stewart is good. From way downtown, Stewart gives Nebraska its largest lead of the game. It's a 6-0 run.
10-3 of the ball game as well for Nebraska right there as Annika Stewart connects from way downtown. Nebraska's not even that great of a 3-point team.
Tough finish from Holloway over Stewart. The difference right now in three-pointers, 30 points off three-point shots from Nebraska, just 3 as Stewart tries to go back-to-back. She does!
And that's the dangerous factor of this Nebraska team. They can find it in the starting lineup. They can bring it off the bench from beyond the arc. And teams around the country have got to keep an eye on the Huskers as we head into March.
Step back 3 from Groholski, and she hits. But how about that for Stewart here on senior day to get that moment here in the fourth quarter?
Hey folks, it's time now for our pre-match interview, which is presented by Renewal by Anderson. My name is Grant Hansen here, Supernova's outside hitter, Reagan Cooper. Reagan, welcome back to Dallas. This is home.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. It's crazy being back here. This will be my first time playing pro in Texas in my state, so I'm excited.
How many folks you got coming tonight?
At least 10, at least. My parents, immediate family. I have a lot of friends I played club with that are coming, so a pretty good amount.
The other thing about this match tonight is a lot of former Supernovas, a member of this Dallas Pulse squad, and you guys all got to see each other in between serve and pass. What's that like? Again, you see players on other teams all the time that you've played with previously, but this one felt a little bit different today.
Yes, I was so excited. Obviously, we were super close, very close team last year, so being able to see everybody and talk to them for a little bit before we have to go, compete against them was great to see them right before serve and pass. So I'm just so excited to see them again.
Going against a former setter of the Supernovas, Natalia Valentin Anderson, how will she test you guys defensively tonight?
I mean, she just knows everything about us. She knows our tendencies, and she's an incredible player. She's even though she's undersized, on the block, she's still really good at getting block touches. So I can't just, hammer over her. I have to think really technically because she's such a smart, experienced player. And so, she's going to communicate to our team what we know how to do. So we're going to have to keep that in mind and kind of try to switch things up a little bit.
What's the biggest key for you guys offensively tonight?
Offensively, Luca always emphasizes hitting high and hard, trying to hit over blockers, going the deep third of the court, but also just staying strong, seeing what's open and going for it because, that's not always going to work. So just trusting your game, playing your game.
She's Reagan Cooper, and the Supernovas take on the Dallas Pulse tonight here in Texas. First serve is at 7 o'clock.